Here's something nobody's telling you about 2026. The investment game is about to flip upside down. And I'm not talking about some get-rich-quick scheme or the next meme coin that promises you a Lambo.
I'm talking about real money, life-changing money, the kind that actually builds wealth while you sleep.
Look, I've spent the last 6 months analyzing where the smart money is moving. And honestly, it's not where you think. The opportunities in 2026 aren't just different, they're completely reshaping what investing even means. But here's the thing, timing matters. Because by 2027, some of these windows, they'll be closed. Okay, let's set the stage because 2026 isn't just another year. You've probably noticed things feel, different lately, right? What is this cryptocurrency anyway? Should I buy this instead of the turkey next year? Interest rates have been doing this weird dance. AI went from cool tech thing to holy crap, it's everywhere. We're standing at this wild intersection where 3 massive forces are colliding. AI maturing, climate change, and wealth transfer. Most people? They're still splashing around in the shallow water from the last wave.
Imagine you're standing on a beach, and you can see 3 different waves forming in the distance.
But the smart investors? They're already paddling out to catch the next ones. And look, I get it. Every year some guru pops up saying, "This is the year everything changes," and usually it's just noise. Buy. It's like planting seeds in 2024 and 2025 that are about to sprout.
The policies being implemented right now, but they're all scheduled to kick into high gear in 2026.
Because here's the secret. You don't make money when everyone agrees something's a good investment. You make money when you spot the obvious trend 6 months before it becomes obvious to everyone else. First up, and this might surprise you, we're not investing directly in AI companies.
Remember the California gold rush? The people who got insanely rich weren't the miners. They were the people selling picks, shovels, and jeans to the miners. That's Levi Strauss.
Same thing's happening with AI right now. Everyone wants to invest in the next ChatGPT. Everyone wants to invest in the next ChatGPT. But those companies? They're expensive and most will fail. Instead, we're looking at AI infrastructure. The boring, unglamorous stuff that every AI company desperately needs.
I'm talking about data centers, the companies making the cooling systems.
AI servers generate so much heat they could literally fry an egg. By 2026, data center power consumption is expected to triple. These models are energy-hungry beasts. I know. You're thinking, wait, didn't you just say AI is huge? It is. But here's the thing. But those companies? They're expensive, competitive, and honestly, most will fail. You're basically gambling. I'm talking about data centers. Cloud computing. The companies making the cooling systems. These AI models are energy-hungry beasts, and someone's gotta feed them. So where's the money? Companies building next-gen data centers. Think about companies like Equinix or Digital Realty. These aren't sexy. You're not gonna brag about them at parties. But they're printing money while everyone else chases the shiny AI startups. And here's the kicker. When the AI bubble eventually corrects, and it will, these infrastructure plays, they'll keep humming along. Because whether AI succeeds or fails, you're basically betting on the tools, not the treasure hunters. But here's where it gets even better. Let's talk about something that used to be a feel-good investment but is now just a smart one. Climate tech. Now, hold on.
Before you roll your eyes and think this is some tree hugger investment strategy, hear me out.
Because this isn't about saving the planet anymore, though that's a nice bonus. This is about cold, hard profit.
Here's what changed. Governments finally put their money where their mouth is.
Sansi.
And this money? It's structured as tax credits, subsidies, and guaranteed contracts that basically print money.
So let's break down where the actual opportunities are. First, battery storage. Not electric cars. Everyone's already on that train. I'm talking about grid-scale battery storage.
The massive warehouses that store solar and wind energy so the grid doesn't collapse when the sun sets.
These projects are getting built everywhere right now. And the companies making these systems? Backlogs into 2028. Second, green hydrogen. Okay, this one's more speculative, but stick with me. Hydrogen fuel is like the holy grail for heavy industry. Steel, shipping, aviation. By 2026, the first commercial-scale green hydrogen plants will be coming online.
Early investors in the companies building the electrolyzers positioned for 10x returns if this scales.
Third, and this is my personal favorite, carbon capture technology. Look, whether you believe in climate change or not, companies are now legally required to reduce emissions. And the easiest way to do that? Pay someone else to capture your carbon. It's literally a government-mandated revenue stream.
Companies are setting up what's essentially a toll booth on the road to net zero. Here's the thing nobody's talking about. Climate tech stopped being about ideology around 2024. It became about economics.
Solar is now the cheapest form of energy. Wind isn't far behind. And the cost curves are still dropping.
So when you invest in climate tech in 2026, you're not making a sacrifice.
You're making a bet that basic economics will continue doing what they've been doing.
It's like investing in the internet in 1998. Sure, some companies will fail, but the trend? Unstoppable.
Now, let's talk about something a bit more traditional, but with a modern twist.
Real estate, the oldest investment in the book. But here's the problem. Traditional real estate in 2026 is complicated.
Interest rates are still weird. Home prices in major cities are insane. And everyone's fighting over the same properties.
It's like trying to buy concert tickets when Beyoncé drops a surprise tour. Good luck.
So we're not doing that. Instead, we're looking at 3 specific niches in real estate that are absolutely exploding.
Number 1, data center real estate. Remember that AI infrastructure we talked about? Aha!
Well, those data centers have to sit somewhere. And the land they're on? It's becoming more valuable than Manhattan.
Companies that own property near fiber optic networks are seeing valuations skyrocket.
Number 2, climate migration real estate. Okay, this one's a bit dark, but it's real. People are moving. Miami's flooding. Phoenix is cooking. And millions of people are quietly relocating to climate-resilient areas. Where are they going? Places like Duluth, Minnesota, Asheville, parts of the Great Lakes region. If you buy residential or commercial property in these emerging climate havens now, you're ahead of a demographic wave that's just starting. By 2026, this trend will be undeniable.
Number 3, micro-industrial properties. This is the boring one that's making quiet millionaires. E-commerce isn't slowing down. But companies don't want massive Amazon-style warehouses anymore.
They want smaller, distributed facilities closer to customers for faster delivery.
These last-mile logistics centers are in insane demand, and because they're smaller, they're actually affordable. You get stable, long-term tenants. And you're riding the e-commerce wave without touching a single tech stock. Here's the bottom line on real estate. The old rules still apply. Location, location, location. But the definition of a good location completely changed.
You're not looking for beachfront property anymore. You're looking for fiber optic access and climate stability.
It's like playing chess while everyone else is still playing checkers. All right, now let's get a little weird. This section is for the people who like a little spice in their portfolio. We're talking alternative assets, the stuff that doesn't fit neatly into stocks, bonds, or real estate. A Banksy painting doesn't care about interest rates. A vintage Ferrari doesn't crash when tech stocks do. First up, fractional ownership platforms. You know how you can't afford a Picasso or a beachfront property in Malibu? Well, now you can own a piece of one. Platforms like Masterworks or Rally let you invest with a few $100.
That's called non-correlated returns, and it's how sophisticated investors smooth out volatility.
Second, digital real estate. No, I'm not talking about buying virtual land in the metaverse. That ship sailed and sank.
I'm talking about actual digital assets with cash flow, premium domain names, established websites with traffic. Example, a niche website making $2,000 a month might sell for $60K. That's a 40% return if you maintain it. And with AI tools making content creation easier, managing these assets is simpler than ever.
People are building portfolios of 5 to 10 small websites the way previous generations collected rental properties. Third, and I saved the most controversial for last, Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Look, I'm not here to tell you crypto is going to the moon or that it's a scam. What I am saying is, by 2026, Bitcoin ETFs will be mature. Ethereum will run the backbone of financial systems.
Periods. You don't have to go all in.
The people who built wealth in crypto didn't get lucky in 2021. They got in years earlier and held through the crashes.
If you believe digital money and smart contracts have any role in the future, then 2026 is still early enough.
Now, here's what ties all of this together. Let's bring it home with a simple, actionable strategy. Okay, we've covered a lot. AI infrastructure, climate tech, real estate niches, alternative assets. Your head's probably spinning.
So let's bring it home with a simple, actionable strategy. Step 1. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I know it's cliche, but it's cliche because it's true. The smartest move for 2026 is building a diversified portfolio.
Step 2. Think in 3 to 5 year windows. This isn't day trading. These are structural trends. The wealth-building magic happens when you buy quality assets and let compound growth do the heavy lifting.
Step 3. Automate and forget. Set up automatic investments. Remove emotion from the equation. Because the biggest enemy of investment returns isn't market crashes. It's YOU. It's panic selling. The best investors? They're kind of boring. They make a plan, stick to it, and ignore the noise. Step 4. Keep learning. The 2026 landscape will evolve. New opportunities will emerge. But don't let more research become an excuse for inaction. Done is better than perfect. Investing in 2026 isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about positioning yourself for 2030.
Because the difference between people who build wealth and people who don't isn't intelligence, it's consistency.
So there you have it. Where to invest in 2026.
AI infrastructure, picks and shovels. Climate tech, profitable. Real estate, adapted. And wildcards.
Now, here's my challenge for you. Pick one thing from this video, just one, and take action this week. Open a brokerage account. Buy $100 of Bitcoin. Something. Anything.
Because knowledge without action is just entertainment. I didn't spend 20 minutes for you to just nod along.
If this video helped you, hit subscribe. Drop a comment telling me which investment you're excited about.
The future isn't something that happens to you, it's something you build.
And 2026? It's your year to start building. I'll see you in the next one.